It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Brandon Ayuk. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Lions on Monday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out come the Lions for their first drive behind their 9th-year quarterback in year number 4 with Detroit. It's Jared Goff.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
In motion, the tight end. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Goff. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. Skirts by him at the 35. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number 1, including himself.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Rolling to his right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back. Usually quarterback. Out of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage, came right back and ran.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Rachaad White, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get in the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you'll love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Goal. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Purdy now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Rocco switch, Rocco, roll. Ready?
Here's Purdy. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Let's go now.
Purdy on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st down coming up. Gibbs straight ahead, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Goff. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Leonard Floyd in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And taken at the 46. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. The 49ers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he is the NFL leader in passing yards here in the penultimate week of the season as he looks to finish strong in order to capture the crown. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked in the top 5 as things stand here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Now it's gone. as the 49ers get there. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's taken at around the 40. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 4. Here's a toss right side with White. Past the 20. 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Rashad White with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out now come the Lions. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Goff now looks to throw. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Still City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. C.J. Stroud, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Ken Walker, a touchdown run in the victory. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out for the second half. Time for us to go back to Levi's Stadium as we'll hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC.
Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Goff now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Floyd, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in the game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones.
Throwing on second and long. Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. That's taken on his own 46. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The 49ers offense and Brandon Ayuk getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing here, Purdy.
Flushed out right.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Purdy. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Purdy.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Niners have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Purdy will throw for it.
Dancing to his left. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now gone. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw, Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw is Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, roll, Bronco switch, roll.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind.
A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll go up the middle with White
to about the 26 here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Purdy off the play fake.
He'll buy some time right.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk.
26 yards.
And the 49ers extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he returns this to the 22.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Leonard Floyd in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Here's Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but... And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, 1 behind the all-time record of 5. And that's going to do it. Receiving touchdown number 24 for him on the year, and that breaks Randy Moss's all-time mark of 23 set back in 2007.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing. See, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Another shot now for this Lions offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle and take it in by Laporta. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Leonard Floyd in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
92 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right.
And this is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you get...
And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it.
Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 15.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use air.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Piñeiro now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as as you end the ball game, it's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They've had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the 49ers, they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.